What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Market up or down? The market was up. It just closed, so some of the numbers may be a little funky after the 15-minute settle, but it's up. Let's check the brokerage. And we did sell GPN 98 and a quarter. So let's update our spreadsheet here on the public account. And that was a good fill. Look at that. We got more than what we went for. Yeah, more than 1%, right? So a little good luck. The month is coming to an end. I wouldn't be too crazy depressed about the bad month. Part of it was self-inflicted here. But we're still going to post a gain. And let's take a quick look at... Yeah, so we just need $7.50. And we'll be putting into the investing account. And that's really the end goal. Don't lose sight of that. And we even had a pretty big day here on NUS. We got a long way to go here, but you can see the P&L for the day. Pretty nice. But remember, we're not too worried about this position. It'll do what it does, but we have our $10 going in every week, and we'll keep following the system. So hopefully that makes sense. Just for a little big picture too, if you look at the monthly, because we're almost at the end of the month, the market's only up 1.5%. Okay, we still got 4 days left, so anything can happen. We are lagging the markets, obviously, but you also got to factor in the investing account. Now, remember, the investing account, half of it is this market, so that makes sure that we don't fall too far behind. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you're new to the markets, maybe consider turning it off. Leave me a like on the way out. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new. And we're going to go right into the main account. It was kind of a quiet day, but there was some activity and some fireworks at the close. And I missed a little bit of action. I was in town running around, but, you know, I do the best I can, right? And I'm in flow, so good to know there. September 25th, that would have been the other day. All right. So the silver option from yesterday, we talked about it, 29.06 or something on the close. Yeah. And I had the 29 strike. It expired worthless. I kept that premium. And then I started selling some swing trades. And you can do the, chicken tonight song, because I was chicken on a lot of this stuff. I don't know exactly why. You can see, obviously, here I got pretty good for the day. I got out early. But I just want to free the capital up and keep the things moving. I feel like there's going to be some flip trades coming up, and I just want to have money. So I'm still cutting around the 65 RSI. We had one that almost hit the 70 today just because I was asleep at the wheel, which actually made me some money, right? So I got out at $492.50 per share. Not bad considering now, but it will likely go much higher. I just got out. We are going to have a donation into the charity. I think that sometimes negatively affects me in my trading because I want to put money in there so bad. But that was a 3.81% ride for annualized 33.93%. Awesome. Got the dividend as well to add on to that. So that'll make it, over a 4% move and nice solid swing. So I don't feel too bad about it. On the flip trades, I bought Civi off the screener, but I couldn't get service where I was at. I was aware the alert went off. I checked the screener, and this was the only one I could get into. Obviously, that's not working out very well, but that's where I'm flipping. So in there, I was kind of stalking this one, and I lost my patience, but Morgan Stanley, it's right around the 65. I cut this one a little early, admittedly, uh, but I just wanted to get this moving. And some of these I've had a while too, and I think that factors in because I understand how time plays a role in your annualized returns, right? So 104.41 per share, almost high day. I don't feel too bad about it, but could have probably made some more here. But again, I needed a few more dollars for the charity, and this got me over the hump. So I think that kind of played into it. It was 2.93% return, which isn't crazy bad. For annualized return of 28.12, so a nice base hit. Likely will come in at least into this range, but I'll take the money and run. And my thought process is that I'll have the capital to flip trade tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so don't think like I know. But it's what I'm seeing currently in the markets. So after a while, you build some sort of an intuition. Nobody knows what the heck's going to happen. And maybe it's all fool's gold, but I don't feel bad. Like I said, 28, 33% annualized return, respectively. I'm not going to feel bad at that at all. This one almost hit the 70. So not a very good gain. And that sometimes these are confusing when you're scrolling through your portfolio because you can see we got in here on a good swing trade entry and then it just did nothing for a very long time, right? So when it comes up here and it's ready to tap out, it's not much of a gainer, but still happy to get out of here. This was maybe the last baby position I had too, so there wasn't much size on this thing. Happy to just get out. CBRL. I had two of them that were very close. It wasn't as bad as I thought. 3.43% return. That's not too bad. But we had it a long time, right? So time plays a role, making it a 17.41 annualized return. Still pretty good. Last, but certainly not least, I was stalking an option, and I didn't think I was going to get one. I had BitX and silver, and then you see right at the close, last candle of the day, triggered. So I sold a put. Not great premium by no means, but base hit, right? I'm just taking these small gains and just compounding them, but as you can see, it's just been a massive week, premium wise. We've collected so much that keep the hits a coming. So roughly an 80% to win. It's not scientific. It's not guarantee. It's not, long run. You're going to actually prove out those results, although it should be kind of close. But I'm down here at the 28.5 strike. So way down here. It has to close below here tomorrow. But the 2 times levered Bitcoin, it can move way more than that really fast. So don't think of it as a safe play by any means, but that's the one I took. So we know stocks go up and down. So I hedge my bet by putting the strike away from the current price a little bit, but overnight, anything can happen, especially with Bitcoin. It just goes crazy. But I did collect $20 per contract, and I put that into my monthly dividend payers, and the lowest one was ticker symbol O, Realty Income. So I take a risk for 24 hours, and my monthly income potentially forever increases. And it looks like we got in right before the dividend too. So nice. So that was a nice little base hit. So we're covered up for tomorrow. Give me something fun to watch, kind of like betting on a sports team or something like that. I'm betting for BitX to close above the 28.5, I don't know. I like it. It looks good. See the divergence here? Hit the 30. Then the price is down here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, but today was the X date. We'll see, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but that's what we have going on. I do have a lot of capital. So let's take a look for swing trades and then call it a day. So also let me know down below, how are you doing? The market is at all-time highs, and this is typically where traders and people that try to finagle the markets start lagging behind. So maybe a good, well in. It's at the 70, but like I said, we've got such a weird cost basis on it. And Gerald Peters always talks about the market doesn't care where you got in, and that's true. So if you haven't checked him out, by all means, he's got a wealth of information. I kind of had my strategy set before I found him, but man, he's helped put some polish on for sure. So he's just here on YouTube. Make sure you go check him out. Some of these are close. You see, we have the entry up here and down here, so it messes your cost basis up. I did look at all these. I think these are all stuck. So we just need them to recover a little bit. And if you learn a little bit about Fibonacci and some of those other things, you know, typically that works out. So when you average down, you can get out. It may be a small gain or a break even kind of a proposition, but typically it works out. Now, the one thing killing us here at the 70 RSI is that we didn't get in here. So had we got in here, our average would have been right in here somewhere. So we'll just have to wait some of these out. We're getting destroyed on the oil stuff we bought. That's just part of the game. So if you can't take a punch in the guts, this ain't going to be for you. But I'll tell you what, walking around today, looking at some of the retail business that's struggling, I don't know what the economy looks like in your neck of the woods, but I live in kind of a poor area, and there's some serious struggles. And if you're not in the market some ways, you're going to get left way behind at a rapid rate, more rapid now than historically. And hopefully that's only temporary, right? We've done this before in the 80s, so hopefully it, kind of calms down. But you have a double-edged sword, whereas automation should help lower some cost and be deflationary. But the problem is that people need a place to work, and we're not all given the same mental gifts. So we need normal jobs for normal folks. If you have a society of people that don't work, that's where you get crime and a bunch of other stuff. So not to get too crazy into it, but that's what I'm seeing, and it does affect the way I look at kind of the future of the markets and kind of what's going on, what I see in the charts. I'm looking at a lot of charts every day. I feel like I got a pretty good pulse on things. But remember, I have a buy and hold account for the main account side too, because maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm going to screw it all up. So I got a big portion of money that just rides it out no matter what, right? I don't care. 80 RSI, I don't care. Like McDonald's here, we're still holding, Have you sold the first one down here, right, on the swing trade, which we probably did somewhere in here? Look, look how much it kept running. So in the buy and hold, I'm still holding it. So I don't feel bad about selling it early in this trading account. So hopefully that makes sense to you. That's not the whole story, right? There's a lot more to it. I'm not just taking this small little gain. Same here. Got out way too early, and it'll probably continue to run like crazy. But I have some in my buy and hold, and I just put the money away. And like Bogle said, Jack Bogle said, don't peek. And I do peek, but I'm not, I just, every month when the statements come out, I take my cut out and just let the rest roll, right? And I do the statement videos. So they are on the channel. If you're interested, go seek those out once a month. You could probably just search statement. That'll pull them all up. Some for the public stuff and some for the main account. And the public stuff is just a simpler approach, right? It's an approach that I've used to try to help folks that I know kind of just start in small and start in with a simple approach. Sometimes a simpler approach makes you more money anyways. But if you're poor, you need to find a way to compound your initial investment, which is what the trading does. And then after you make the buy and hold investment, just leave it alone, right? But that's kind of the way I see it. It's not probably perfect. It's been fun for me. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. You got to make your own financial decisions, and I'm not going to say consult a financial advisor. Just freaking learn it for yourself. Yeah. And if that's not for you, or if you can't keep your hand out of the investments, there's a guy I know that puts money every week in investments into one of the powerhouse stocks. But every time, you don't feel good, doesn't calls into work or something, he goes and sells some of it. Well, over long periods of time, you're not going to build wealth that way. It's like people that have they have a certain amount of their paycheck goes in their savings account every week, but every week they go to the bank and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work. So if you're one of those kind of folks, financial advisor can be very beneficial because there's a barrier to getting your money. And I got a financial advisor when I was 19. I didn't know any better. And the situation was different. You couldn't just get online and trade, or at least I didn't know how to do that stuff. And the fees were really, really high. So it could have worked out a lot better, but better than doing nothing? I don't know, probably. And we had the same landscape now, then I could have been way further on my journey. But, learn as we go. If I miss one, let me know down below. I'm getting a rambling and a clicking, but I'm just seeing a lot of stuff really run, and a lot of stuff towards the higher end of the RSI. It gives you a dotted line here that shows you the halfway mark. And that's just kind of what I'm seeing. You see some stuff starting to crest and peak off, and some of the stuff just looks like it could just run forever off the whole chart, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing. And like I said, these are pretty sector weighted and, value type stuff, but there's a few from each sector. And it does kind of give me an idea of what's going on in the markets. These are the stupid ones I was playing with my brother. That's it. Huh? How's Siri doing? Just kind of doing a thing. Looks like we got a little split there. There was another one that took a little split. I saw in my investment account that I was totally unaware of. I'm maybe treated a little differently than some of the other folks on YouTube. I'll suggest too, if you're like to get in the geeky numbers and stuff, you should check out PPC Ian. He's a good wealth of information if you're really wanting to learn. Yeah, Cintas split. That is stock split. Which I don't even think I even have it in here on the list, which I probably should. But it's in my investing. There it is. Yeah, it is a split right here. Looks like we get. Nope. 4-1. So I don't know any of this stuff, man. I just collect the money. And the one thing you got to know too is you got to go get more money. So hopefully, if you get your finances in order, go look up Dave Ramsey on YouTube, man. I'll put all these pieces together. All the information is free on YouTube. That's how I found it. It did take me a decade. I'm still working at it. But huge progress from where I started. So uh, go get this stuff. Get your money in order and then start getting some dividend income that you can spend and have fun. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not really delaying gratification too much, but I'm paying with cash instead of paying with credit. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Thank you all for watching. Nice little 20 minutes just to chatting, looking at charts. Changed my life. Hopefully it can help you increase your financial standing and security. And remember, you got to make all of your own decisions. But I do appreciate you watching all the way till the end. Hit the like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. I think, especially now, I mean, a lot of people, they get into the markets when we're all-time highs, which is totally the wrong time. But there's a whole wealth of videos, several years on the channel here. So go back and watch some of the older stuff. And if you know anybody that, may be interested but doesn't really know anything about stocks, send them a share. Let's see. I know a lot of people aren't going to latch onto this kind of stuff, but I'm here day by day showing you every step of the way. So hopefully y'all appreciate that. Have an awesome evening. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.